Hey guys, make sure you stand till the end. One common mistake people make when replacing fuses relays that can cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today guys will be super helpful video to any of you having a Mercedes E-Class. We're talking about that generation that you see right here from year 2010 to year 2016. This generation of Mercedes is known as W212. If you have one of those, you have a problem where the car cranks but does not start. Stay with us, we'll explain what can cause that. It could be multiple things, but first we'll start explaining which probably 10-15 fuses you need to check that can cause that. And some of those, 3 or 4 of those, are hidden in a fuse box that I guarantee 9 out of 10 people don't even know it exists. Stay with us, we'll explain about that, what else can cause it not to start when it cranks, where you can buy cheap parts, tools, fuses, relays at a good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste money and time, why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. All that will be covered absolutely free guys, for your convenience. Make sure you stay until the end. So before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us guys. Now, if you have a Mercedes E-Class, that generation from year 2010 to year 2016-17 guys, this is the W212 guys. We're going to have a video for every single fuse relay on that car, why things do not work, why we're making this one, because we're trying to save you time and money guys. Let's say you're down the road in the middle of nowhere, your car does not start, you need to find where your engine starter fuse relay is located guys, where you can find fuel injection system fuses, fuel pump fuses. All you have to do, come to the channel, watch that video, 1-2 minutes, you're back on the road guys. In addition, we'll share where you can buy cheap parts and tools, that way you do not waste your money and time. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make guys at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you how to fix mechanical, electrical, engine work guys, body work, a little bit of everything. And we have more than 12,000 free repair videos on our channels that can save you thousands of dollars guys in free repair videos. Check it out if you need help with that. So let's go ahead and start on it now. So if you guys have a Mercedes E-Class, that generation that you see specifically right here guys, that cranks but does not start, we'll explain first which fuses you need to check that control multiple functions like fuel pump, fuel injectors, ignition coils guys. All these things can cause the car to crank and not start. You have multiple fuse boxes, and today I believe we'll work in 3 of them. The first one, we need to open the hood. Once you guys open your hood, here on the driver's side, okay, behind the shock tower, you have that cover here, pull it out. Underneath is the main engine fuse box with a layout like this one right here. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. So it is super important guys to always test fuses and relays, and something else as well, common mistakes people make. Sometimes you may think that a fuse is good, or you cannot actually see if the fuse is clearly burned, and in that case guys, you may put the fuse back together and you may end up spending money and time on parts you don't need, and all we had to do is just test the fuse. So we'll put a link in the description of the video below how to test the fuse. It takes only a few seconds to find out for sure if it's good or bad. The same thing for relays guys, okay? Some of those could be really expensive on cars, so we'll put a link in the description of the video below how you can test relays. And for some certain fuses guys, it's important to disconnect the car battery when removing them, otherwise you can burn the electronics. And for instance, working on airbags, fuses or anything like that, you need to wait at least 1 hour after disconnecting the car battery. And if you're not qualified and certified to work on airbag system, I will never recommend to do that guys. But when disconnecting the car battery guys, okay, common mistake people make, it's important to know which battery terminal you reconnect first. If you do it the wrong way, you can burn electronics modules. How we know about that? We burn before the traction control module on BMW that cost us $2,000 guys. So we'll put a link in the description of the video below which battery terminal to disconnect first. Check it out for your convenience. So here guys, if you have a problem that the car cranks but does not start, we need to check multiple fuses. We will come in that section here first. Let's zoom in a little bit. The fuse numbers will be printed either on the left or the right side of the fuses. You need to guys find fuse number 4 right here. That's one of them. Fuse number 6 is another fuse that you need to check. Fuse number 7, very important fuse after that guys. If we go in the upper section, we need to check fuse number 12. Here is another one that you need to check. fuse number 16 right there. You need to check also, guys, fuse number 22 right there, 23, 24, 33, 34, guys. We recommend to check fuse number 27 as well. Then you need to go to the trunk. In the trunk you need to check under that cover. You have another fuse box. Here you will need to check a few more fuses. We're talking about fuse 42, fuse number 89 right here. You need to check fuse number 88 next to it. 91, okay, 91 is right there. And next one you need to check fuse number 79, which will be in that fuse here. Some of you may or may not have that one. Now, relays that you will need to check as well, guys. 2 relays under the hood again, in that fuse box that we were. You need to check relay N, relay R. Except these 2 relays, we have a few more that we need to check as well. So we're talking about relay J right here, relay K, and in the trunk box we need to check in that fuse box that we were before. We need to, guys, check relay A right here, relay B will need to be checked too, and relay G right there. So we have another fuse box that we need to check as well. That's hidden. It's right here on the side. That's where your positive jump start terminal is located. If you remove that one, it's known as a pre-fuse box. That's what it looks like. That's another angle. And if you open it, you guys have hidden fuses here as well. What we're talking about here, okay, that fuse here, that's known as MR7, MR6, and that fuse right here. This box might differ depending on which engine you have, diesel, gasoline or hybrid, but for our specific one, it's these 3 that we need to check. Other things that can cause the Mercedes not to start could be bad fuel pump, bad fuel filter, fuel pressure regulator, bad ignition coils. Okay, you need to check cables as well. Immobilizer or not programmed key. Sometimes you may have problem with the key as well, or the ignition switch. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. Those are the most common things we see here at the garage. Thank you for watching. See you next time.